Okay, so one of the reasons why people don't want to go to the mission field is it's not comfortable there, and also there is need you need resources, you need the money and everything. So that's why you find that young people are so fixated in these urban churches, in these mega churches. You find like a church has 10 pastors, and they are all after pleasing the elders, they're fighting for position so that the elders can favor them and they get a certain position. Yet there is need for these pastors in such areas. So, what do you have to say about that?
Honestly speaking, we that is wrong. That's a very wrong perspective of life and how they have looked at it, you know. But I as a believer, I think that, as I said, we are all called to be missionaries all over the world. And every day when we wake up, are we certain that we will wake up? That is where God comes in. We are actually trusting in God that by His grace that He will wake us up again and we will be healthy. So it starts from there. As a believer, I think young people have lost their grip on Christ, in the sense that we are 50-50, tuko 50-50 na mambo ya Mungu. And we are just thinking about our comfort, and believe me, being a Christian is coming out of your comfort zone. Hey, look at the life of Christ. Christ is a very great example. I don't think Christ was comfortable. He lived most of his life. He didn't. We can't say he lived a luxurious life, but his mission was to bring people to Christ.
Yes.
And therefore, I would really encourage, just as you've said, it's not right that we are so much fixated on staying around urban centers. It's like we are so comfortable, and sometimes in that comfortability, it creates distractions, and in the sense that there's politics, there's a lot that may go on. But when you go to tuseme when a place kama, hypothetically speaking, tuseme kama Busia, when you start a small church where there is a need, when your talent is used there, and you exercise it, and you I mean, the goal is achieved. You're able to help these people, and people will really appreciate you there. You'll be welcomed. And it's not really about being welcomed, really, and being comfortable. It's that you have been called by Christ and you have accepted His call. And accepting His call sometimes may be telling you, when you come out of your comfort zone, I want you to go to a certain place. But because you're thinking, maybe hakuna do itatosha, gari, but remember, God has called you. You need to trust in the Lord that He will provide.
True.
Because I mean, you're a believer. So when you go to those rural places and where your talent is exercised, it really brings more relevance to God's people.
I think an encouragement to all of us young people is God will always provide. Whenever He calls you, He will always provide. I'm reminded when He called His servant Moses, when He called Gideon, when He called Abraham, He assured them of His presence and He never left them. So that's the most important thing that you would want, that God's presence is with you. And when He's with you, then you'll be able to achieve the great commission that He left with us, that is to preach the gospel.